Hi there, students. Lost positives. Okay, lost positives are negative words that the positive part doesn't exist anymore. For example, inept. Okay, if you're inept, you're not very good at something. But we don't have the word ept. Okay, ept. I've never heard it used. It might exist, but it's not common, or it's not used nowadays. Or dishevelled. Yeah, my hair is always dishevelled. My clothes are always dishevelled. But shevelled? No, it's not something I've heard to mean elegantly dressed. And these are what we mean by lost positives. I think some lost positives are just less commonly used. For example, implacable, impossible to please. Well, you have somebody who's placable and easy to please, and I think placable is certainly a reasonable word. Indolent, lazy, where you don't want to do anything. So dolent? No, I've not heard dolent meaning full of energy like that. Distraught, very, very, very worried, very upset, but not traught or wrought. Distraught. Maybe distraught, maybe wrought, pulled apart, possibly, as a positive. Ruthless. Okay, if you're ruthless, you don't have any pity for people. You don't care for them. But ruth, well, you can use this ruth, and I think this ruth coming back meaning empathy for people, to be to be kind to them. So I was completely nonplussed when I tried to find the positive version of this. Plussed, definitely not. Nonchalant. Okay, so chalant. Well, maybe in French, yes, but nonchalant, relaxed, happy about it. So there are lots of these. Uncouth. Well, couth. Yeah, I think couth meaning polite, well-mannered would be fine. Discombobulated. Somebody who's discombobulated is they don't know what to do. So combobulated. I haven't heard it used, but it could be. Okay, if a group of young people are unruly, then the opposite of that would be ruly, an unruly crowd. A ruly means following the rules, but that's not something I've heard. If you're disgruntled, you're upset, you're not very happy, you're a little bit angry. But gruntled, happy about a situation. This was actually used by P.G. Wodehouse. So he was far from gruntled. Overwhelmed. Well, are you whelmed? Able to deal with the situation? Whelmed actually nowadays means capsized. So it's always been a negative, and therefore overwhelmed, over capsized. Whelmed, overwhelmed, underwhelmed as well. So yes, lost positives. These are words that the positive part of them has disappeared. Unkempt, not looked after. It was well kempt. I think that might work. Kempt comes from to comb, kemb. So maybe I think it was well kempt, but it's normally unkempt. Okay, so there are all sorts of lost positives. Normally the positives, if they exist, they are quite they're quite formal in form. So why are there so many lost positives in English? Well, maybe the British are a rather negative race. We find it easy to say no. So there you go, lost positives.